Hello, hello, entertainment daily lovers. Good morning from my side. Good day, whatever the time is when you're watching this live stream. Thank you very much for joining. Sorry, these days I've not been able to go live and show my face. Been busy, so I'm just trying to keep you people updated and also make sure that there's so today we are going to be discussing politics. So it's politics today. We're going to be talking about a Nollywood actress turned politician, tonto dikeh, and the ex-presidential candidate Sir Peter Obi and whatnot. But before we get right into that, yesterday on our live stream we received a news that was not so pleasant.
Yesterday on our live stream, we
Okay,
received
so sound is good. Sorry, I was trying to do a sound check. So yesterday we received a news that was not good at all, and some point our hopes were raised and then later dashed. So I'm talking about the case of the Nollywood actor Junior Pope, or I think his name is Obumneme Odowodo, that passed on himself and some other crew members. So Nollywood not only lost Junior Pope, but they lost several other persons. Some other persons, their body, they are still searching for their body. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to observe a moment of silence for those that have passed on, Junior Pope and the crew members, and then we're going to get into this conversation. All right, thank you very much for observing that moment of silence with us over here on Entertainment Daily Lovers. God gives and God knows why He allows certain things to happen. It is painful. It could have been prevented, but this is the world we live in. That things will happen. Okay, so moving on. I don't know if we will ever talk about that topic, but if we will, we are going to address it in a different way. We're going to look at it from a different angle. But for now, we've not decided. So we will just continue with other things that we need to discuss on the channel, and we are going to keep it that way because the passing of youth or youths, it's a painful one and very difficult to discuss. Okay, so back to what we are going to be discussing was like I said, it's about politics today, and it's the case of Tonto Dike, the Nollywood actress turned politician that posted something online. And I think if not for this terrible incident, uh, a lot of people would have been discussing that. I mean, the Tonto Dike and the situation that is going on and whatnot. That's what a lot of people would have been discussing. But because of what happened, that has really overshadowed everything else in the Nigerian media space. And I think it's going to be that way for a very long time. Waking up this morning, turning on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, it's just this story. So this story has actually covered so many other things that happened uh, in Nigeria. Okay, so moving on. Tonto Dike, like we all know, started as a Nollywood actress. She's done a whole lot. She has I think NGO. She's doing her thing. She helps people. Tonto Dike is always out there, had a very messy and nasty divorce. just so many things, fighting with friends, the likes of Bobrisky and the rest of them. So the point I'm trying to drive home is Tonto DK is always active online. Tonto DK is always out there. But one thing that, looking at this post that Tonto DK made, this has actually divided social media space. And in fact, that some persons are actually applauding Tonto DK and saying that yes, yes, you did right. Thank you very much for blasting and or putting Sapita Obi on blast. You understand that kudos to you. Meanwhile, other people are dragging her and saying they don't see the reason, they don't see any reason for what Tonto DK did. Like there was no reason for her to do what she did. So before we even start giving our own 2 cents, we will first of all go to Instagram and pull up that post that Tonto DK made that has been shared by blogs and everything. Also, so that's what we are going to get right into right about now. Let's pull up that particular post. Give me a second. Okay. So this is what Tonto DK posted online. Tonto DK said, His Excellency, Sir, with all due respect. Then she tagged him at uh, Peter Obi Gregory. I'm deeply disappointed by this. The idea that Nigeria was almost entrusted to you, sir, is disheartening. This isn't trolling. I'm genuinely dissatisfied with your actions. I'm in disbelief. Were you truly committed to taking this country to the next level? That's a question she's asking Peter Obi. This situation highlights the need for all of us to join hands with Mr. President, and she tagged him at official Asiwaju Bat, and actively continue. So, and she said, sorry, to join hands with Mr. President Tinubu, and she tagged him and she said, and actively contribute to the nation's progress. It is a task for one person. It's not a task for one person alone. It requires the dedication of all. Your Excellency, Mr. Obi, I am profoundly let down. Despite that, you remain one of my favorite politicians. However, I believe in speaking the truth directly because I love you, but I love Nigeria even more. So this is what Tonto DK had to say. But then when you look at this, if you just look at this write-up of Tonto DK and you don't really look at it from the eye of who is posting this, why are you posting this? What is the reason? Like if you don't really squint, like really do a deep dive into this whole thing, you might really miss the point. And I think that's what a whole lot of people have already done, missing the point and not understanding what is going on here. My first question is, since when did Tonto DK start calling politicians like this out? And since when Tonto DK started speaking and talking about this is the time to support the present president or whatnot? If you ask me, before I even go into whatever I have to say here, before, okay, I want to say Tonto DK did this as a politician, because Tonto DK, as a regular person that we all know, will not post something like this. Tonto DK will not sound like this. And so it just, I feel like the same thing that you're trying to call someone out on. Reading Tonto DK's comment section, some people are saying, let them reject this water stuff. I think this is about for people that might not know what we're discussing. I think it's about a borehole that Sir Peter Obi donated, I think in Kaduna State or so, one of the northern states. And you can see the water with his name boldly written on the tanks and whatnot in the wall, that area. It was donated by Sir Peter Obi and whatnot. But reading Tonto Dike's post also, it still shows that that's a politician talking. That's not a regular person that truly loves and wants the best for their own nation. Because if why did I say so? Reading Tonto Dike's post, it doesn't sound like someone that is passionate about someone. Okay, so I'll give an example. There's this what would they call this lady Chimamanda that writes. She's into this poet like Wole Soyinka and the rest of them that writes writers and novels and whatnot. Do you understand? So Chimamanda, there's a video of her online. I don't know what year that video was made, but I think it was I don't know what, but like a conference or something that she had to speak in. I think it was Germany. Oh, yeah, I think it was Germany or France or one of these European countries, anyways. And Chimamanda stood there and gave a great speech that if you are someone that you know about history, what is happening in the world, what happened before World War One, World War Two, or whatnot, and in fact, just knowing the history of this world, knowing the history of this earth, you are just going to be speechless. Chimamanda stood in front of these oppressors and addressed them, looking them in their eyes, because this was a meet that people that matters attended, and Chimamanda did not mix her words when she delivered that speech. If you ask me, that is one of the strongest speech I have seen anyone of our person presented. That is one of. And Chimamanda is a very young lady from Nigeria. I'm using this Chimamanda's case as an example because this also applies, because she is passionate and she was able to drive home that yes, you people are quick to calling us this, saying this, doing that, acting like you people, the Europeans, are the innocent ones. But she was able to point out things that they have done, that they are still doing to their face. That is a bold woman that did not sugarcoat her word, was not afraid of whatever. And this was someone that wanted to stand by the truth, and she stood by the truth and stayed there. But will Tonto Dike do the same stuff, the same thing? If you ask me, the answer is no. And those people that will come in here and want to say what Tonto Dike said it in her own comment, right? That she loves Peter Obi. That's why she's actually calling him out. Okay, so I am also saying the same thing, that I love Tonto Dike. Tonto Dike is from my state. Tonto Dike is from my own state. So Tonto Dike is a Niger Delta sister. But that will not stop me from calling a spade a spade. And nobody should come here and say, maybe I'm a supporter of Peter Obi or supporter of Bat or supporter. Look, before I left from Nigeria, let me just quickly drop this here. Was before they were going to do when what's his name? The ex-president Buhari has made uh um his intentions known that he was going to contest for the presidency. He was going to contest for that election. And I remember the last conversation I had with some persons while I was, running around. When you have to travel, you have to run embassy, you're going. I'm a PH person, okay, Port Harcourt person. So going all the way from Port Harcourt to Abuja, up and down, embassy movement, and all those kind of things, and all that other preparations. You need to put things in place because you're traveling out and you don't know when you're coming back. Okay, so it's not as if you're going for a short holiday and coming back immediately. So you have a lot of things to put together. My point I'm trying to make. Anyways, so fast forward. We were in a car traveling, and we're having this conversation, and someone said, "Oh, I think we should support this Buhari now that he has made his intention known. It would be a good idea if Buhari is given the opportunity to rule." And my words were, "It's going to be a terrible mistake. Those were my words. I said, if I know that I will not be here when the election will start, I would have already left. But if Nigerians will vote for Buhari, it's going to be a terrible mistake. The handwriting was on the wall. I don't have anything against Buhari, but you have to look at these people. You know, when you're contesting for an election, you're contesting for public office, you're going to grant interviews, you're going to speak about it, you're going to say, listen to the kind of words that are coming from people's mouths, listen to the kind of things that are being said. Watch the person saying how he was a great person when he was this one, when he was. I said, well, he might have been then, but change is only one thing that is constant, and I don't think it would be a good idea. I'm just trying to explain a whole lot here. This is politics we're talking about. So to make you people understand, because people are quick. When you say something, people are quick to feel like you're taking sides. There's been in politics, they are all the same. They are all the same, no matter how they look, they're all the same. A lot of people going into politics are going in for their own benefit, not because they love their nation that much. We don't have so much patriotic people in that nation. Let's call it spade a spade. But anyways, back to what I was saying. And then I left. Then few months later, I think was few months later was election in Nigeria. They did election, Boza. I was where I was checking online, following up stories, following up everything happening in Nigeria. Mr. President is Buhari. Okay, the rest of the story, you people know. Home or abroad, you're in diaspora, you're back home, you know the story. So, what am I trying to say? Politicians are politicians. Tonto Dike is not different. Tonto Dike joining politics is for a reason. And nobody should come and tell me that the number one reason why Tonto Dike and the rest of them, the Desmond Elliott and all of that, all of them that join up politics, that the number one reason why they joined is because they want to really make change. The main people that can make change, that are honest people that will never ever compromise, even if you are there to buy them, they will never want to join politics. They will never want to. And if they try to join politics, they will not grow. They won't. Because this gang of people that are there to rip off, to loot the nation. Are they doing training again or something? These people that are there to loot the nation, they will not allow you grow. They will always suppress you. They will suppress such persons. So if anybody is looking at Tonto Dike and saying, because Tonto Dike is the youth, and this one and that one, she already, in this her post, go and read it again. Or should I take it again? Tonto Dike already, she never even crossed two legs, enter inside. You don't they sound like politician. What do we mean by someone sounding like a politician? They are never truthful. If they tell you good morning, go check your time. If they tell you hello, run. They just vamoose, disappear. If they tell you say stand, just disappear. Start running. If you're trying to correct someone, let's say, working with what she posted, you don't like the idea that Peter Obi went to either Kaduna or I don't know, another which of the states to go do that water project, probably because the ruling party, APC, already have plans of doing that, or they've already, because from one of the comments I saw, somebody said they should please abandon the water project that Sir Peter Obi donated to that village and go use the one that the federal government already gave them. That is a good one. If federal government already gave them water, nobody's saying stop using that water that federal government gave. But depending on the size of the village and the size of the borehole that the federal government made, if, for example, the one federal government made is at the center of the village, which means everybody from all ends and all corners in the village have to come to the center of the village to collect water. If another person, an individual, decided that the person wants to donate something and donated one at the other end of the village, then it simply means that people that are on the other end of the village will not have to come to the center of the village to fetch water. It is a win-win situation. And if you're looking at it that this, he didn't do it from his heart, did the federal government, the ruling party, did they also do it from their heart? A lot of the jobs that people do are all eye service. The Nigerian politicians, all of these services that they offer, it is what we call eye service. They're not doing it because they really want to do it. They're not doing it because they are passionate about this. They're not doing it because they love their nation. They're doing it because when it is time to come for re-election, they will be able to point out these things and say, you see, we did this, we did this, we did that, we still have this project at hand, we still have the other project at hand. You people have to vote for us so we can continue and finish this project. You see, the past government didn't do this one, he didn't do that one. Politics, politics, politics. So if you people are, it's almost like in a competition, you're going for a race, and you're telling somebody, don't run too fast, so you will not run faster than me. It is a competition. Everybody is going to give their best, and that is exactly what politics is. It's a race. Everybody is racing to win. Everybody is racing to be the head of state. Everybody is racing to be the local government chairman. Everybody is racing to be the state governor. Everybody is racing to be in the House of Senate, House of Reps. You know, wherever that they would have some type of power and influence and money. So Tonto Dike coming out to call Peter Obi out, I don't understand it, because if reverse was the case, I believe Bat would do the same, or any other presidential candidate or presidential aspirant would do the same thing. They are laying the grounds to have that opportunity to be able to show that they are capable of doing the job. There are certain things that you will say, oh, I'm good at this, and people will take your words for it and run with it. But there are certain type of things that you want to do that you need to show working. Like when you go look for a job, some people will tell you they need 10 years experience, 5 years, some will even tell you 15 to 20 years experience or something. Do you understand? So they don't want to hear, yes, I worked in this company. No, you have to show proof. You have to present documents that prove that, yes, you worked in this place. You show why you left. They will be able to investigate if they have to contact that company or contact that agency to find out. So with the same with presidential race or presidential or whatever, you have to show working. So it's almost like Peter Obi is also laying the grounds. He is a politician, isn't he? So why is this coming as a surprise? And if Tonto Dike meant well, Tonto Dike would have worded that write-up in a better way. You are talking to a politician that has been in the game long before you. You are just coming in now. When you started in fact, when Tonto Dike started, actually, Tonto Dike started as a preaching. Tonto Dike used to go up and down in Port Harcourt, you know, preaching and whatnot. Although she would come pull one of my sisters and they'll go preaching and do things like that. So Tonto Dike is someone we know from PH. Tonto Dike would roam the street preaching the Bible, talking about God. So Tonto Dike talking about, if Tonto Dike is talking about God, it didn't start now. And that's whenever I see her post about things like that, I know that Tonto Dike used to. A lot of people didn't know, but Tonto Dike used to be that evangelist that would go around preaching and trying to win souls, doing things like that. And then she went into the industry slowly, acting, and then arrived where she is today, that she doesn't even want to be referred to as a Nollywood actor. But that platform gave her the popularity that she has today, that people got to know who Tonto Dike is, was through Nollywood, not through anything else that she has done. But now you're just coming in. You're already acting like you know everything, forgetting the fact that same people that you are working with, those people that are encouraging you to put out this type of post, because I think there are lots of other people in your party that would have, I don't know what party she's in now. I don't know. John Dike is jumping up and down. So I'm not sure if she's in APC now. Maybe, probably she is. Whoever is pushing you to go and post this type of post, so they will not be the one. When the time comes, you will be the one, because your post sounded too political. It didn't sound like someone that was passionate about something. You did not sound like someone that's like, okay, I am passionate about this water project. I am passionate about the people of Kaduna that probably the water source, they are, get any water source for Nigeria where even they clean. But let's talk about the people, the not this because the northern state and where this water project was done. And everything must not be political. Let's look at certain things and just remove our eyes. Because if you ask me, if federal government or APC already put water in that community and somebody decided the person is also going to put their own water. Remember, this guy was running against the present president of the nation. We also how the election went. They went to court. They did everything they had to do. So it is a game. The game is still on. Did you people think that the present president of the nation thinks that the game is over simply because he is the president? He knows that the game is not over. And that's one thing with politics. You have to be at the top of your game. And other people are getting ready to come and overthrow you, or you understand, or dethrone you. So you don't just get there, sit put, and do nothing. So if they are doing their own part, other people that are also waiting, that probably after you're done, they are also going to. How many times did Buhari contest for Nigerian presidential election before Buhari finally won and became the president of Nigeria? When you give up, that's when you lose. Quitters don't win. There are people that will never quit and they will keep fighting. But in order to keep fighting and win, is for you to gather more knowledge on your way up, learn from every mistake that have been done, prepare the ground so it's easy for you to tread on. And I think that's exactly what Peter Obi is doing, and that is what the politicians should do. So why is Tonto Dike feeling like this is a sabotage, like he's trying to sabotage what the federal government is doing or what APC is doing? Allegedly, APC too sabotaged certain things during the election. From what we saw online, results in some places were not showing. Places where he didn't win, all of a sudden he got the highest vote. Places where other people, even states where the other candidates, Atiku Abubakar, they said that were supposed to have highest, all of a sudden Bat had high. But what I'm saying is the game is on. And it is politics. So things like this should not come as a surprise. But if you want to speak about it, it is okay to speak about it. It is okay to call out Bat if you feel like, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to call him out if you feel like he has done something wrong. It is okay to call out Peter Obi if you feel like he has done something wrong. It is okay to call out Atiku Abubakar if you feel he has done something wrong. And that applies to every other politician that is handling a position in the nation. The person is not working, the person is not doing what the person is supposed to do. For example, what just happened now, they are calling on the Nigerian police, they are calling on Actors Guild, they are calling on Delta State government, because they said this thing that happened to these Nollywood people happened in River Niger yesterday. So now you see they're calling Nigerian police, they're calling the state government to investigate. Actors Guild released official statement. That is how it should be. When something happens, you will call the people that are supposed to be responsible for that particular thing. So why Tonto Dike worded this her post the way she worded it just took away from the whole message that I think she was trying to pass. That's why, in order to, it's just not, I want to join politics, or I want to do this, or I want to be a public figure. This even boils down to even creating of content. When you say you're a content creator, you want to make a content. Be careful of the type of content that you're trying to make. Do your research, know what you have to say, present that thing in a way that people will understand clearly. Whether they agree or disagree with you, that should not be your business. But the part that is your business is proper presentation. And I think Tonto Dike's presentation of this particular case was zero. This post, she sounded more like a politician and not like a concerned or a real concerned Nigerian. Because a real concerned Nigerian will not word their write-up, would not have worded that letter the way she worded that letter, sending to another politician. Because she's also a politician, so she's talking to a co-politician. People should learn how to control their emotions. When you are dealing with certain situations, you have to set aside sentiments, emotions, and everything, and just focus on the matter at hand. And I don't think Tonto Dike did that. Tonto Dike came writing that stuff and almost like she was trying to make her own party look good and make the other party look bad. She didn't, because she could have worded it properly and pointed out where she thought that Sir Peter Obi did wrong. Not coming and you're telling you, I'm disheartening, I'm disappointed. So it's you who would have entrusted the nation on. If you are coming with that line of, wait, did you even have the interest of the nation at heart? Or did you, look at who we would have entrusted our nation in the person's hands? The one that you entrusted the nation in the person's hand, is that one any better? This is just a clear case of a pot calling kettle black. Because if you're, yes, I am saying it, the present president of the nation, is he any better than the one that you are referring to as we are, look at who we're supposed to entrust our nation into? Does this present president look like someone that have the nation at heart, the betterment of the nation at heart? My point is, they are all the same. So if you're going to come with that, we'll also do the same for what the government is not doing. Tonto Dike, you are from River State. You are a politician. If you want to talk about entrusting a nation in somebody's house, go and look at your federal hospital in Port Harcourt. Go and look at UPTH. I don't want to say certain things here. Go to UPTH. Go and see what is happening in UPTH. Equipment's not working. This one not there. Generator not they work. The other one not they work. Have you gone there? What is the federal government doing? Is UPTH not a federal hospital? All the UPTH and the rest of them, all those teaching hospitals and the rest of them, are those not federal? So what are we talking about here? If you're gonna come straight. That's the problem I have with this whole thing. That's why I was like, nobody should come here saying, maybe you're I'm not a fan of any one of them. Politicians, they're all the same. Once you say you're a politician, I'm closing one of my eyes and I'm looking at you with a side eye, like I'm looking at you from one corner. If you tell me good morning, I will look at my wristwatch. If I don't have wristwatch, I get home and I check the time. That's what it is, because they're all very cunning people and very tacky. So Tonto Dike, it's not everything you will see that you want to quickly run out to talk about. If you had gathered your fact and come with points, like not only telling him, okay, you started by you're disappointed, you weren't expecting this from him. Oh, fine, okay, you were disappointed, you weren't expecting this from him. Okay, well, give more reasons why, because you had to tag him to see this. And you also, in that the same post, you tagged the present president of the nation. So yes, they can pat you on the back right later with a very nice fat check to say, yes, thank you very much for calling out our opponent. Thank you very much for making our opponent look bad. But at the same time, you want to present yourself as a youth that joined politics because you are more passionate, because that's how you rounded up your post. You guys pardon me with the sound and all of that. I think the military, that maybe they're doing training or something, because where we are is close to, very close on both sides to the military barrack, to have the American base on this other side and and the countries on this other side. Sometimes they're doing training, and or I'm look I'm looking at the sea. I'm not seeing boats, so I don't think it's like they're big training. Maybe this is just local training. Anyway, pardon the sound of the helicopters and whatnot that are flying overhead. Anyways, so it's almost like Tonto Dike wanted to post this thing so she would be noticed in her, in her party that she just joined. People will see that she's active. She's someone that can speak also, because of course everybody knows that Tonto Dike can talk. Tonto Dike will not close her mouth. Tonto Dike that can come out and say somebody's 4 seconds, be 3 seconds, or be 2 minutes man. Tonto Dike can talk. Tonto Dike fought dirty with Bobrisky. Who they fight Bobrisky? That one where they talk anyhow. Tonto Dike did it. So Tonto Dike and that Doris Ogala, we know that both of them, their mouths need to close. They are always good in talking. It is fine to speak, but I feel like when you are trying to address certain topics, you just don't handle it with kid gloves. You just don't write it like you're just writing a normal message to your friend from high school, or your friend, like just. Well, you have to be official, because you know that when you post this thing, blogs are going to carry it, everybody is going to see it, and you wrote that kind of empty message that looked so political. It didn't look like you were really standing for the truth, or you were really standing to defend the nation. Now, wasn't all of them go talk now? All of you will claim that you're coming in as politicians and whatnot, but you really did not make any sense in that post talking about I'm highly disappointed, I'm highly disheartening, and this one and that one. You're not pointing out main reasons why you are disheartened. You're not pointing out main reason why you feel like what he did was for this. Politics is politics. He's playing his game. Bart is playing his own game, still playing his own game. And then if we're saying that Nigerian government falls short of so many things. For example, what happened right now that the whole nation is sad, these people passing out. If we had governments that were working, we will have everything put in place. Every state and every nook and cranny will have emergency this in hospitals will be well equipped with everything that they need. What are they called again? The naval this thing will be working fully well, because they are responsible. The Coast Guard, right? The people that check the waters to make sure that everything is going on. We will have Coast Guard patrol boats everywhere, checking on all those local boats that carries people. This boat that left yesterday without a life jacket and all of that shouldn't have happened in a river as big as River Niger. So if Tonto Dike, you think you want to address one person, first of all, address the people that you're working with right now, because Tonto Dike is in APC right now. And you said it in your own words, we should all come together and work with the present government, work with the present president. Okay, yes, let's come together to work with the present president, since he's the one in power right now, since he's the one to enforce certain rules. Why don't you start with that? You, Tonto Dike, you are a Niger Delta. The one where they consign you na borehole where they dig for Sokoto or Shokoto. Now that won't consign you. You are a Niger Delta. You know how unsafe it is. Go to the east, people cannot even close their eyes for 1 minute. People are being massacred. There is no peace in Niger Delta. That one no concern you to write long letter to Mr. President. All the things that people, common light, ordinary electricity that is not luxury. It's a necessity we don't have. You're concerned about who dug borehole or who didn't dig borehole. Misplaced priority. Completely misplaced, and you're trying to sound woke. You are not. This is the problem with people that talks too much. This is the problem with people that thinks they know too much. You want to come with the game of, Sapitobi, you're my brother, so I want to talk to you. Okay, yes, Tonto Dike, you are from my state too, and I want to address you, calling you out on this BS and this nonsense post that you posted that was not necessary. If a community have multiple boreholes, it is for the benefits of the community. The first thing we should be looking at is that borehole properly done? Is the water clean enough for the people? Is it a good one? Is it a project that is going to last for the people? If we check all those lines, if we can tick all of those, that everything is going to be okay, then that's fine. There's insecurity in the whole nation. Who is talking about that? People are being kidnapped. People are being spied here and there. Have you written an official letter? When people gathered in Lekki, they knew how to send in troops of army as if they were going to fight World War III. But still, they've not been able to figure out how to fix the insecurity in the nation. You they play? Are you people kidding me? You they whine me? You're writing letter about a borehole. That is the problem we have right now. A borehole. Fix insecurity first. Let anything else follow. That is the first thing you should be focused on, and not looking for who dug borehole and who did not dig borehole, because at the end of the day, that's not what we should be discussing. People are running away from the community. People will be kidnapped. Kidnappers are so bold to flaunt their money. People are so bold to pick up phone and call families asking for ransom. Can you try that nonsense outside Nigeria? Every phone call can be traced. And because they want ransom, they will call you, they will talk, and they will give you enough time that if we had trackers, they will track that phone call and get to exactly where that call was originated from. But no, nobody is doing anything. But what we have to focus on is Peter Obi that went to Kafanchan to go and dig borehole. Or any other person. It doesn't even have to be Peter. It can be any other person. But I just feel like this is a misplaced priority. There is so many other things that we expect the present government to be doing. There are no jobs. There are people that wants to work. The youths are ready to work. The youths need something to keep them busy. We're here talking about borehole that was dug somewhere or borehole that was not dug somewhere. Tonto Dike, get yourself together. Put yourself together and stop sounding like a politician. Or if you're going to sound like a politician, just sound like a politician and stop calling people out, because you're the same. All of you are the same. So if you feel like the borehole he did is for eye service and he's trying to just make people look at this present government some type of way or whatnot, is that not the game? Is that not the game you all play in order to win? Is that not the game? Didn't the present government play their own game to get to where they are today? Didn't he say it was his own turn to rule, as if the nation na plate of food and go dish? Now my turn to chop. All of them don't chop. Now my turn to chop. It's my turn to rule. Who said the thing is turn by turn, that it gets to this one's turn and then it gets to the other person's turn and then it gets to the other person's turn? No, that's not what it is. It's a nation. People's lives are involved. But no, it's my turn to rule. From the way they from the way they open their mouths, from the type of words that comes out of people's mouth, you will know them. Some people will try to sound woke. Some people will try to sound like they are all for justice, they are all for truthfulness, they are all for this and they are all for that. But from the kind of words that you hear coming out from their mouth, it tells you the kind of people that they are. Well, this is not a topic that I really want to dwell in for a very long time. I saw this post and I was like, it's been a bit, we've not talked about politics and we've been talking about celebrities, celebrity gossip and YouTubers gist and whatnot. And when I saw this one, I was like, okay, it's been a while we did politics today. So let's dive right into that. And I think we've not also been bringing news from other parts. So I think I'm going to try today, see if I can get if I can get news from other countries also. We've been reporting on Nigeria because Nigeria, a lot has been happening. So we're going to try to bring more gist because I really want audience, because we have audience, people watching us from different parts of the world, and people would love to hear or see gist or news from their own area. Also, because things are happening. So that's what we are going to do. That being said, I have given my own opinion concerning this tonto dikeh and the recent post that is trending. If not that this have happened in Nigeria and now overshadowed, this tonto dikeh's post would have been the one that would have been trending also. But because of this very sad happening in Nigeria, that has actually overshadowed everything else that is going on. But I feel like we still need to speak on this, because tonto dikeh might think that that post she wrote, she was bold and very proud of herself. But now she shouldn't be, because she really sounded like a politician, and she didn't sound like someone that was ready to speak the truth, and she didn't sound like someone that wanted to focus on the most important things, which is security. First off, security. The healthcare system, zero. Security, zero. Electricity, zero. All these things are not luxury. These things are necessity. But we don't have them. We should not focus on who dug borehole or who didn't dig borehole. Seriously, we shouldn't. That being said, I'll say thank you also very much. We've been talking for 46 minutes, and that's Politics Today with Octavia Cora, and this is Trending Gist with okay. All right, so I'll see y'all on the next one. I know most people will watch this as a replay, most of my live stream, because we don't have a particular time that we come live yet, or day. We don't have a particular day or time that we come live. So whenever we have few minutes, anywhere from, I always say it's anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour during the day. If we see that we have a free time between 20 minutes to an hour, we just jump right in and we try to do a video, put out a video here or there, or also put out a live stream. I would say if there's any topic you've seen that you want us to discuss about, let us know in the comment section. But the present happening in Nigeria, the loss of the Nollywood and the cruise and all of that, that is one that I don't want to discuss. So that one will pass. If we will discuss about it, we will talk about it from the security aspect, but not now. Not now. We will give it some days before we will sit down and talk about it from the security aspect. And I'm actually avoiding going online so much, because everywhere is just packed with those this thing videos and whatnot. The news is sad. This shouldn't have even happened. Right from start, there's just so many things to talk about this case, but we will not be touching that case right now. We will let it be. Let their soul rest in peace, first of all. Thank you also very much for joining me today on Politics Today. If there's anything else you've seen that you want us to discuss, drop it as a comment, and we will catch up with that post, and we will come in here on live stream and we will discuss it. Yes, our StreamYard is back, so we will be able to drop links for people that will want to jump on a topic and discuss it with us on live. You can show your face if you want. If you don't want to show your face, that's also fine. If you come across this particular live stream, drop a comment. Let us know what you think, okay, about tonto dikeh's post. And please do not look at it. If you're going to drop a comment, do not look at that post from the aspect of, oh, I'm an APC member, I'm a supporter of BAT, I'm a supporter of Peter Obi, I'm a supporter of this or supporter of that. If you're a supporter of any one of them, you will always be biased. That is the truth. Oh, how many times they're going to fly above this place? Or is it? No, this one is something else. Okay, this is it. Ah, okay, this one is a vehicle that is doing the road. It's so noisy. Anyway, so if you're a supporter of any one of them, you will not be able to come out and really speak the truth on this matter, because you will want to take side with that person you support. Just remove yourself from I support this person, I support that person, and just look at it from the standpoint of a real patriotic citizen of Nigeria. What do you think about Tonto DK's post? Drop it as a comment in the comment section. Let's keep this interactive. Let's keep talking. And I will see all the next gist that is coming. I don't know what we're going to be talking, what we're going to be discussing, because you never know what is just going to fly in your face and what you're going to see. So that being said, it is what it is. I'm happy that we're able to put in, because I think it's been over 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. We've not talked about politics. Uh, and that's also something we cannot ignore. We have to talk about things that are happening. Okay, so we keep ourselves updated and we know what's up, because not everybody sit down to watch the news so they can catch up on what's happening worldwide. But we have to sit down sometimes and just talk about it this way. If you're even doing something, you can listen to this as a podcast, just put in your headset, continue your cooking, your cleaning, your work, whatever you're doing, and just listen to the conversation that is going on while you do your chores. So thank you also very much, and I will see you all later. This is Entertainment Daily. Subscribe if you love our analysis. Go to the channel if you're just coming across our channel for the first time. Please go into our channel and click on the playlist. Hit the playlist that is called Critical Analysis. For now, I have just that one playlist. But as time goes on, as we grow, we would separate and have different playlists and have different topics that will be discussed. And according to what you like, you will be able to find the playlist and stick to that. If you love reality show, for an example, I've not been talking about reality TV shows here. I discuss it on mostly on my trending gist channel. I have the trending gist with Octavia Cora, and then I have this entertainment daily with Octavia Cora. Okay. So we will have playlists in time, but for now we are just doing critical analysis of every topic that is being discussed, and any topic that we really critically analyze will be on that critical analysis playlist. And yes, we have I think over 50 videos, if I'm not mistaken, and you can just bench watch them. And it is amazing. There's several topics that are being discussed. You just go through from the thumbnails and the title, you'll be able to know which one interests you. You can click and just watch, and let's take the channel to the permanent side. Thank you very much. Good morning from my side, and have a blessed Thursday as you start your day. I know some persons are still sleeping. Some of us is morning. This is 10 a.m. my time over here. Some persons is still morning for them. Some persons are still dozing off to wake up later and catch up. May God guide and protect us all, and may we all have blessed day as we go out. May God guide and protect. That is very important. May God guide and protect. Remember to pray for your family members. Like I always say, sometimes people will be in a hurry, dashing out of the home without even, first of all, committing that they're out and into the hands of God. There is a whole lot happening in the spirit realm that we don't see. And sometimes we take all these things for granted. Okay, so please commit yourself, your family members, loved ones, well wishers into the mighty throne of grace. Let God guide and protect them. Let God always be with them wherever they are going, and they're going out and coming in. God bless you all, and I say thank you till I see you on the next one. This is Entertainment Daily. Have a nice day.